Hi, I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. It has been some time. Apologies for that, but generally speaking, I've only had the help here 1 day a week-ish. Last week she was here for 2. Thank you very much. But finally, we're at the finishing, getting all the hives ready for winter. And this yard is a good example of a few variations that we did. Here is a typical 2-story colony with an entrance reducer down here and mouse guard, a bee cozy, and upstairs we have a feeding rim, homosoap board, and insulation. All of these hives had a good deal of honey for the winter time, so they're in pretty good shape. Today, I'm coming around to do the nucs. Now, the nucs, I had thought about moving them, which I've done with 14 other nucs. I've taken them and put them on top of another hive, so that the heat from the bottom hive is warming up the bottoms of these nucs, and even some have passageways where air can pass through with a double screen board and warm up those nucs. I ran out of time and energy for that. If the weather is finally going to deteriorate properly tomorrow, so we're just doing it this way. What we've done is every nuc is paired up where possible and entrance reduced, and inside we have feeding rim and some food, some more bit of insulation, more insulation, and a cover over them. Now, never done it this way before, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the last pair here now as a demonstration. So, would you mind doing the photography work? I'd say the best bet would be from that corner over there. Okay, so we will prepare these nucs first. Fair number of bees. We had a terrific honey flow this fall, so as well as a bit of feed, they required less feeding than normal. So, in this case, entrance is pointing this way, so I'm going to put the upper entrance that way as well. In this case, it's pointing this direction, so the upper entrance is going this way. A little bit of agitation this way. Putting some winter patties in, just to be on the safe side. I'm not planning to open them up until March or April. These bees are not getting squished. There's a little bit of bridging comb here, so sometimes people get agitated. I'm putting weight on top of these. They're not getting squished. Okay, so come up with this different way of wrapping them up, because we've left it so late to get this insulation on and things, and these rims, they're not able to seal them up with propolis very well. So I'm using a flexible seal, which will act somewhat like a gasket. So, staple. I bet you we run out of staples right in the middle of this. Okay, I'm going to staple that down and hold it there. Do the rim here, because I can't get around the far side of it. What we're going to do is push everything over against this hive anyway. So that's now sort of sealing the top from drafts. We've got the food in there. Use a foam board to give it even, oh no, not yet. We're just putting the covers on now. Now we'll put a bit more insulation on. This way, that wrap is held securely to the edge of that rim. Then we're going to put this on. Now, we're going to hold everything in place with another piece. This piece is 20 inches, just over 20 inches across, 48 inches long. So that's going to go down one side, fold it over, and we're going to staple it down here. Hopefully the wind won't tear that off. What we're going to do here, as we've got a nice soft big gap here, a nice bit of insulation to put it up against, we're going to push it up. There we go. So now the hives are tucked up nicely together. They do have upper entrances. They've got a lot of insulation on the roof. I'm going to leave these feed buckets here, empty feed buckets. It's going to rain, so these will start filling up with water, so these will act like a weight. If I had some rocks, I'd put rocks on here to be sure, but I'll have to come back after a couple of weeks just to make sure we've still got these and not blowing around the field somewhere. But these will usually always fill up with water and act like a nice weight for the winter. So that is everything done. Those are the last two colonies needing preparing for the winter. Thanksgiving in a couple of days, so have a nice holiday break. And from here on in, we're doing on indoor bee stuff. I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. See you next time.